All right, well, today's ride is going to take us to Spruce Creek mountain bike trail here at Doris Leaper Park. We are in New Smyrna Beach, Florida. It's Volusia County. It's on the East Coast, just about 10 miles from the shoreline of the Atlantic Ocean. Kind of in between Daytona Beach and Kennedy Space Station. There's a little friend. First animal of the day is a little squirrel. We'll see what else we see. I have seen some wildlife out here. I saw some nice, good-sized deer the last time I was out here, and a big gopher tortoise. So let's see if we get some more wildlife out here. There are two entrances to this trail system. One at the main park, the trailhead, and then there's another one that's kind of on a dirt road that is nestled in between the two loops that this trail system's made out of. Here's the entrance here to the mountain bike trail, and as you can see, class 1E bikes are permitted on this trail. I am not riding one of those today. But as I was saying, the trail consists of basically two main loops. There's a green loop and a blue loop. What I'm on right now is kind of it's the in and out loop. It's about a mile, this little section. It's a half mile to get to the main beginning of the trail loop. And then the trail, the green trail loop itself is 7 miles or so. And then the blue loop is like 4.5, almost 5. So the total mileage on this trail is about 14.5, close to 15 miles. So it's a decent spin if you want to come out and get some mileage in, some exercise. It is as I said, there's just blue and green here. So no black diamonds, no red sections, super technical. Just nice flowy trail. There's enough challenge on the blue to keep it fun, but it's also a good place to come out and learn, or bring the family, or like I said, just put some miles in for a good workout. You can see here that it's a sandy floor, but it's a packed sand. It's not real deep sugar sand or anything like that, so you don't get a lot of that drag. It's nice and ridden in and flows real nice. Some of the blue section in the back that we'll get to is a little more full of some cypress roots and things like that make it a little more challenging. Number 2 squirrel. The forest is active this morning. So Doris Leaper Park has a lot to offer. There's a disc golf course here. There's hiking trails. There are also equestrian trails, or horse trails. And some of them will cross over with the mountain bike trail. So there's a little bit of shared use etiquette required here. Don't want to spook the horses. Here's one of those sections here. So bit of a trail intersection right here. This is where that main loop from the trailhead parking area comes to. There's a one-way bridge here, and this is mixed traffic. So they've got a bell here to ring the bell, because it's a little bit of a blind bridge through there and it's narrow, and you don't want to spook horses or have a head-on with other bikers. So we'll go in here and ring the bell. So that arrow shows us we're to the west trailhead. There's the bell to go the other way. We've got mountain bike trail this way, and we're gonna follow that hiking trail as well. So what we're gonna do is ride the eastern side or the western side of the green loop, take us to the trailhead where the blue and the green meet, ride the blue loop, come back out, ride the eastern side of the green loop, and back to the parking area, and that will give us the full mileage, all the trails in the system, and it should be right around 15 miles. So now, if you look this trail up on Trail Forks and check the map, you'll see that it is nestled right along I-95 in Volusia County, just south of Daytona. Oops, little drop. So if you are traveling from North Florida to South or South Florida to North, and are like me, when I go places and I'm able to bring my bike with me, I like to build in little stops and ride some trails, whether it's within the state of Florida or when I'm taking longer trips. I do the same, and kind of plan my route to get a ride in here and there. Some places I don't always get to ride, so if you're looking for new or different trails and you're from South Florida or North Florida and you're cruising down 95, there's a few trails really that you can hit. So in Flagler County, north of Volusia, kind of between St. Augustine and Daytona, there's Graham Swamp by Flagler Beach, and also Malacompra. Continuing straight here. Got videos of both of those trails on the channel as well. And then south of here in Brevard County, that's the east loop and this is the west loop. So as I said, we're gonna ride the west side, catch the blue, ride the full blue, come back, finish the west and come back on the east of the green. I think it's called Main Loop. So if you can't get lost out here, you just get on and ride the loop. Basically, there's not a lot of choices. There's not a lot of trail intersections. So you can keep your mind at ease in that respect. But as I was saying, so south of Volusia here in Brevard County, there's a pretty well-known trail called Grapefruit Trail. That trail is pretty progressive, a lot of jump lines. There are some trail, there's a bit of trail that you can ride there, but really the people who get the most out of that trail are people who like to jumps and berms. As far as Spruce Creek itself goes, I would say that it's not one of the more well-known trails in Central Florida. Like everybody knows Santos, everybody knows Graham Swamp. But in these trail tour in this trail tour series of videos, my goal is to document all of them, depending on where you live. Some might be closer than others to you, easier to get to, better for your skill level, wherever the case may be. So when you're searching out trails, kind of the way I do is with trail forks, and then I start looking on YouTube to see what videos are out there, to see the terrain and whatnot. There's not a lot of Spruce Creek out there. Similar to another trail that's kind of a hometown trail for where I live in Central Florida is Markham Woods, not to be confused with Markham Park, which is down in Miami. A really good trail system there as well. But Markham Woods is in the Lake Mary area, just north of Orlando. But trails like that where, you know, if you're kind of local and you're just looking for different places to ride, those don't pop up all the time. They're not, you know, they don't have the big hits and the wooden bridges and all that kind of stuff that people like to make videos of that are a lot of fun. But these trails also exist just for a good time, a good spin, and also to improve your skill level. So, and variety, you know, there's something to be said for variety. No matter how much of fun a trail is, if you're riding the same thing over and over, you know, sometimes you're just wanting something different. Still heading towards this trailhead here. And even though this trail is set along I-95, as I mentioned, it is still rural Volusia County, as you can see right there. It's along amongst these ranches out here. There's some beautiful land out here still undeveloped, which is nice to see. Florida is growing like crazy, so it seems like housing developments are popping up everywhere. But you do get a feeling of being out in the middle of nowhere. There's a skinny built here. Let's see how we do on that. Nice. Somebody carried some wood. Pretty decent way out here. We appreciate that. Nice little farm here, running along the backside of a property line. See butterflies. Little wooden bridge. I dropped that, but there is a ramp on the backside, so that's rollable. Nothing to be intimidated by, but you can have a little fun. Wheelie drop in the back end. It's like an access road here that I'm paralleling, but trail stays single track, which we love. Another bridge here. This one ramps right to the ground, no drop there. See the arrow on the trail marker there is blue now, so we were in that blue loop, making our way around the east side of the blue loop. Check that. This would be the west side of the blue loop. So we are sort of on the interstate side of the trail system along I-95. And then the ocean is on the opposite side. But again, that's about 10 miles to our east. Maybe a little less, but 10 miles to the beach access. So there's the parking lot right there. We just passed. Blue arrow. That's the second parking area. It's called something Dairy Road, Dairy D, you know, like a milk dairy. And so that kind of lets you park. Actually, I'm going to pop out right in it. It looks like here. Yeah. So that's gonna park you right at the intersection, pretty much between the blue and the green. So if you only want to do blue, or if you want to do both and land up here, that's another opportunity. Don't know about facilities at that spot. I don't think there is. I'll keep on this west loop here. Ride the west side. Look at that little squirrel running. Look at him go. He was doing a little rail ride down the fence line there and hopped off right in front of me. Lizard crossing the trail. And here's where the single track ducks back in. Just a little bit of elevation here. Florida mountain climbing. Probably a good 6 inches of elevation there. Anybody who rides Florida knows that's our deficiency, right? But trails are fun and flowy, so it's just a different experience. So immediately the only real difference I see between the green and the blue is it's just rootier. So you do actually kind of have to make some line selections, unless you're just going to bulldog right over everything, which works too, but sucks energy and momentum. So as I'm riding quietly here, my mind wanders a little. What's neat about some of these trails here, Central Florida, on the east coast of Florida, is you can kind of plan around them a little, and put some beach time in as well as a reward or a chance to kind of wind down after your ride. New Smyrna Beach here is probably one of my favorites on the East Coast, and so after here, I'll be heading down there to dip my toes in the water and get a little ocean therapy, listen to the waves, and just relax. That's kind of where my mind was wandering back there. Graham Swamp, same. Graham Swamp is really only a mile or two from the ocean. You could almost ride your bike. I mean, you could ride your bike right to the Flagler Beach Pier from there. Following the arrows, we're on a bit of double track here. Looks like we'll be heading to link to another section. Not the most exciting section of trail, but still the view here to my left. Pine forest. It's nice. To my right is just forest. Looks like here we'll be ducking back in. That double track section there looked like it shares the trail with, hey, no wankers. Did you guys see the sign? Yeah? Talking to you? Or you? No? Okay. No wankers here, so maybe that means the trail's gonna be a little tougher. Gotta be ready. But that double track was a shared trail with equestrians, the ponies. So keep an eye out for them out there. Don't want to spook them. Share the trail as they do with us. Then when you branch back to the single track, you can get gnarly again. Whew. Nice. Windy little section there. Stay on your toes. Crossing the double track again. Right back into the forest. Ryder? Oops, sorry. Didn't mean to scare you.
That's all right.
Anybody excited for Hangtown tonight? Or this afternoon, really? Race number 2 in the super duper motocross, supercross, super duper adventure series that they've renamed it. Formerly the Outdoor Motocross National Series. I'm into that stuff. I like riding dirt bikes too, and really into the supercross motocross racing. So I come out here, get my ride in, so I can get home and have a couple cold ones and watch the race. Oh, there was a little log roll there. Kind of missed it, took the wrong line. Whew, what happened there? I think that was a low bridge sign. Got a little confused. It looked like the trail might have gone right there. It did not. So here we go. So this trail, this section of trail, to me feels newer not quite as ridden in. A lot of the cypress roots are still pretty well exposed. You can tell by the soil. Here, not so much. But when the soil's a little loamier, you can tell it's a bit fresher of a cut. Looks like we're back to some pretty ridden in trail here though. Maybe they just had to do a little workaround or something. A new little piece there. So again, nothing super technical in here, but it is good tight single track. So, and the distance is fair. I mean, 15 miles total, 14 and a half, whatever. You know, depending on how hard you want to attack the trail, you really can get a nice workout back here. Coming up on some riders here. Got a rider coming up when you guys have a chance. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much.
Welcome.
Have a good ride.
Thank you.
Love to see that. Nice trail etiquette. A couple friendly folks out on the trail enjoying the afternoon. Segment of the month. Sweet. What does that mean? I don't know. Maybe that's something to do with the club that rides out here. Is it a Strava thing? I don't know. Looks like we are going that way. I don't know. So if anybody out there watches this video knows what the segment of the month is, what it means, what do we get, what can we have, comment in the section. Let the rest of us know. We want to know, what do we get for segment of the month? I want something. Candy bar, bicycle pump, grip donuts, anything. Let us know. Getting a little rooty down here. Climbed out of there a little bit. I think that was the other 6 inches to give us our full 1 foot of elevation out here. Well, that was fun. Cool little section, low bridge, roots, picked some lines. Yeah, I mean, it's a little more technical on this side, but again, nothing to intimidate. If anything, come out, ride this blue. If you're typically a green rider, ride this blue. Get some confidence and keep progressing. Really what riding's all about anyway, right? It's fun, it's fun, it's exercise, but getting a little better bike skills and fitness each time is really the rewarding part of it. Nice. Kind of a wall ride with a log in the middle. Figure that one out a little better next time. Back to double track here. Slight grade. Back into the woods. Nice. A 180 there with the log in the center. Picked up the front wheel, still pivoting. That's a fun move. Turn half a turn of the crank, keep us moving forward, and set her down in the right direction. Oh, segment of the month is over. There's nobody here to give me a medal. Not even a snow cone. Well, I don't know. Maybe we'll check on Strava later and see what that's all about. Is it a Strava thing? Who knows? We're gonna keep moving on. We're not here for the snow cones, people. Well, I mean, a snow cone would be nice, but we're still riding the trail, so that's what we came here for. Yeah, that's a snot rocket. You know, you're riding, you get all kind of mucusy up there. Stuff just gets to running. And you want to keep those airways clean. Those big inhales into the nose, out through the mouth, right? So clear that passageway. You got to have a good snot rocket. You don't want to get that down your arm or down your sleeve or across your chest. You got to be able to blow that sucker out there. Ooh, look at this. Ooh. Trail kind of goes around there, but there's a little option line through the crotch of the tree. keep our head up while we're riding, see those things as they're on our approach. Give ourselves the opportunity not to miss the fun stuff. Log roll. Nice. Nothing to fear there. It's filled in on both sides with smaller logs. And chainring nowhere near dragging on that on the way over. So stand up on them pedals. Give her a roll. Nice. Another little front tire bump off the root. Pivot on the back wheel. Cleared that next little root. Makes a nice smooth line through the corner. All right, back out on some double track here. The arrow's pointing me forward. Checking on my camera there. About to lose the battery. Hopefully my sweat wasn't on the lens too long. This is a fun section right around the edge of this lake. Narrow, couple techie little spots, but cool view. You just don't wanna, meet the residents out here. They're kind of scaly and they got big teeth. So, ooh, look at this. Hoo-yah! You don't want to end up in the drink because you might end up lunch. Keep them on too. The flow here is just awesome. Whole trail, green and blue. Really nice job. Have fun on roots. You can roll them. You could skip them. Woo! A big hawk right in front of me. Might have been a funny reaction, but that sucker was large. Beautiful bird. I think it was a hawk. The feathers and tail look like a hawk, but I did not see the head, and it probably could have been an owl. I'm only thinking that because it seems more like owl territory here. Let's see, so I think I just had come this way. You're good. So I think we had just come in that way. That is the extra little loop you see at the top of the blue trail on the trail fork map. And we're now back onto the larger section of the blue trail. Now on the east side. For real east side. Ooh, double over those roots. That's cool. Across the road there. Back into the woods. Ooh, another little squirrel. Big down tree. Nice little section there. Nice. Just like playing on the roots. Keeps the stoke active. That would have been a good section to at least get the front wheel over both so as not to lose so much momentum there. And then other times like that, you could serpentine those roots and find that smooth line and just cruise. Sometimes you just get quiet when you're in the flow. Feel it. Just start riding and not thinking, which was really nice. Good place to be. All the squirrels are out playing today. It is their world. I'm just a visitor here, and I appreciate every moment of it. The bridge there. That one looked like it was there for a purpose over what looks to be probably a perennial wet spot, whereas those other ones are there kind of for fun, but they're all fun. Pedal strike. Getting a little rooty. back to the double track. All right, so as we round this corner on this kind of double track, almost looks like a grassy interstate. This is again horse trail, bike trail, multi-use connector. So this is actually the connector between the blue loop and the green loop. So we're gonna come down here again to a little bridge, and that's gonna be the intersection between green and blue, right at the second parking area off of something in Dairy Road. And we found the sugar sand. So there's a little bit of sugar sand, a couple pockets of it out here. It's not terrible, nothing to worry about. Through it just like that. Here's our bridge. Straight ahead right there on that road is going to be that parking area. We'll stick to the trail here along the fence line. And we can see here is the east-west choice on the green loop. So here we are. We're going to now complete the green loop that we peeled off earlier to join the blue loop. So the green loop in its entirety is 7.1 miles or so, according to Trailforks. Not sure how much of it's left from here. Maybe, I don't know, 5.5. I'm just guessing. I don't know if you're picking up these roots here. Someone's come along and painted these roots red. People, don't do this. It's not good. It's not good for the tree. It does not help with the riders. It is not making anything safer for anyone. Alternate line there. A little drop. Oh, nice little rock booter there. That was cool. That's a fun little line as I'm complaining about the roots. But to get back to that point, it's not making anything safer for anyone. And look at all the roots. They're everywhere. And once you start painting them red, what are you gonna do? Paint every single one red? So it's kind of ridiculous, one. Two, you're hurting the trees in the forest. And three, what are you gonna do? Back up a milk truck tanker full of red paint to get every root out here? Just stop it. Run over the roots. You're running over them all over the place, everywhere else. Please don't paint the forest. It's not helping anyone. It's only hurting things. So many well intentions lead to unintended consequence. So let's just stop painting the roots, okay, people? Thank you. Thank you very much. That's the end of my PSA. Let's get back to riding here. There are some fun, rooty little sections in this. It's all a green loop, but that little line we just did back there with the rock booter and the root drop is probably more technical than anything on the blue loop. So I'm digging it. Lots of little wheelie drops off the roots here. A little bit of a climb, again, Florida climb. Ryder? You're good. You're good. Thank you. You too. Some more folks out enjoying the trail. So if you've hung through the video this long, you're probably one of the folks that enjoys the format of these trail tours. If you're one of those who just skips through and you've happened to land on this spot, I do hope that people get the intention of these videos and get out of them what my intention is for them, which is a trail tour, just as it's titled. You know, riding the trail end to end, every minute, every inch, every obstacle, every little animal we come across. What's going on there? To the green parking. We don't want to do that yet. We're going to finish this loop. Okay, well, so as I was saying, we want to see it all, end to end, moment by moment, right? So the other guys out there, nice. Here's another one. Have some fun. There's a lot of other guys out there making videos, trail videos, and they're really good ones. Single track sampler, Lanoski, guys like that. Both of those guys I think are actually Floridians as well. Maybe, I think so. Feel free to correct me down in the comments. But regardless of where they're from, where I'm from, they make good videos. They boil them down to the fun spots, the good action, and they're watchable chunks, right? 20 minutes, 10 minutes, whatever they are. And that's great. Not everybody has the hour, depending on the trail system, 2 hours or whatever it is to watch one of these videos, trail tours. But you know, you can choose how to digest it as well. Watch it in sections, watch the whole thing, get yourself a snack, fall asleep on the couch, start at the beginning, wake up at the end, who knows, whatever you like. But kind of the way this started for me was, the first video I did was at Santos. There's a million Santos videos and they're all vortex, doing the big jump lines and all that kind of stuff, which is awesome, and they get millions of views. But when I go to Santos, typically I'm riding cross country stuff, and there is great cross country trails out there. We are not taking bailouts that I don't think get enough recognition. There aren't a lot of videos out there showcasing them, and I would have to say that the majority of people out mountain biking, especially after the explosion of 2020, are not riding those jump lines. They're looking for trails to ride. So I rode pretty much all the inner loop trails at Santos and just documented that. That video is like 2 hours, but it's very popular. It's the most watched video on my channel. Not that my channel is huge, large, I'm not even monetized, but when you put a bunch of content out there and you see what people are gravitating towards, it is these trail tour videos. So they do resonate. But when I'm getting ready to ride a trail that I don't know, or go someplace I haven't been, I'm looking for that content online. And of course the bigger trail systems always have it, but took a little split there, stuck to the single track looking section. See what's going to happen to us here. Oh, that was a big turtle. Let's go say hello. Hey there, friend. I'm not going to bother you. Just want to say hi. Yeah, poke your head out. Look at him. There he goes. He's poking his head out. How you doing, feller? Yeah, I wish I had a snack for you. Enjoy your afternoon, buddy. We'll see you out there on the trail. That's cool stuff. hop back on our rig here and keep moving. But nature's a good time. He could feel my vibe. You see that? He balled up and got nervous, but he poked his head out to say hi. Yeah, so anyway, hope you like trail tours. I guess I made the right choice on that little split, huh? Sometimes things just happen to you for a reason. Unplanned, wasn't really sure which way I was supposed to be going, but I've clearly now merged back to the main trail. How can I tell? Oh, because there's red roots every now and then. I'm not gonna get back on that soapbox. I think I swallowed a bug. All right. Dang, stuck in there. I can't get her down. Flowing. Nice section here. Big 180. Little climb there. Good, it's getting good in here. Nice. Closest thing to a downhill into some sugar sand. Closest thing to a downhill you're gonna find in Florida. Well, I shouldn't say that in Florida, but especially on the coast anyway. Anytime you can not pedal and gain speed, you're winning out here. So that was nice. Seems like I worked that bug loose. Just noticed I could swallow without that lump of wings in there. That's nice. Climby section with some uphill roots. Ooh, where am I here? How you doing?
Hello.
Which way does that mountain bike trail go? That says horses and hikers. Looks like this way. SC9 West. Nice little overlook there. Looking at the lake, watering the dogs. A little exposure here. Sun's getting to the trail. Sand still holds up pretty well. You could feel there's a little different coarseness to it. As we cross back over the horse trail, a little more sugar sand. Big sugar berm here. Woo! Drifting a little bit. Trying to get to that inside line. And sugar up the hill. Enjoyable. Nope, not at all. But we're to the top. It's over. Sugar and roots. Sounds like a name of a folk singing album. Sugar and Roots. Huh. I wonder what Keller Williams is doing today. He's probably on tour. Downhill in the sugar. Try to get out my moto skills here. Feels a little like chrome. Get up on the pedals, hold the bike between your knees, let it wash around. Head and shoulders stable. I'm gonna take the low line here. Just a little drop, back to some more sugar, and we're gonna climb out. Nice. That's a good little alternative line. I like that. And we are merging back in. So fun stuff. Keep your eyes open, head up. See those little trail splits. Find some new fun stuff. Like that's the trail. Horses left and right. Okay. Oops. Hit the bars with your face there a little bit. Bounce the GoPro in. Hopefully that angle's still okay. It seems to me that this trail also, with the amount of shade in here, very shaded, that this trail is a good all year round trail. Even out here in the summer when it gets real hot. Being under the canopy make your day much more enjoyable. 6 corners. Ironically, at 6 corners, we just go straight. So, yeah, there's that. That's a little sketchy looking. I'm gonna just pass by. I do like the obstacles, but that one kind of felt like I was gonna end up on my face. It's a little rotted. Hey, more red paint, you know, just watch it. There's a root. There's another root. Watch out, there's gonna be a root here. There's a root. You see how ridiculous that is? Of course there's a root. We're outside in the forest with trees, and they need roots to grow. So leave the roots alone. Said I was gonna get off my soapbox, but it's just hard. Ooh, a little more sugar. A little more sugar in the turns. Yeah, we're two-wheel drifting through there. It's all good. Ooh, those are deer. I didn't see them. That was a big noise. I think we snuck up on some deer right there. I did not see them, and I don't know if they were exposed enough for the GoPro to pick them up before they jumped. A little downhill section. I didn't put the dropper down for that one. Kind of wishful thinking. It wasn't really necessary, but that's fun. Get a little wind on your face. Again, you don't get a lot of coasting here on the coast. Make it count. Oh, there's the bell. There's the bell. How you doing? All right. Oh, there they are. How you doing? All right, so that's the green loop, the main loop, and getting back on the little connector, take us back to the trailhead, about a half a mile, and we are out. So great ride in here today, Spruce Creek. Weather was really good. There is supposed to be weather this afternoon out here on the coast, some big thunderstorms. Weather's perfect right now. So, and it's a Florida thing, it rains every day in the summer. So you keep your eye on the radar, time your rides accordingly, take advantage of the windows. So we got out here at the right time, we're getting out at the right time. Real nice day. Put in about 15 miles. And now I can go put my feet in the sand. So how's that go? Toes in the water, butt in the sand or something like that. Yeah. Cold snack in my hand. One of them things. It's kind of what's on my mind right now as I'm pedaling out. Now, folks, listen, you got to pay attention to the signs. Now, you know, we pointed this out when we came in, so that's the end of the trail. We got to go this way to get out. All right, you got to pay attention. We pointed that out on the way in. You blow past there, best case scenario, you're riding another mile just to get back. So keep your head up, pay attention to them signs. We are now on our way back out to the trailhead right here at at the park. So we'll see you next time. Enjoy the ride, keep it on 2, and tune back in and check out the trail rides, the trail tours. We'll have more coming up this summer, and we got a little road trip coming up too, so we might get some out-of-state rides in. So hit that like and subscribe button and the little bell, turn on those alerts so you see when new rides are coming out. How are you doing?